सो एज आई वाज सेइंग, पहले हम इंपोर्ट करते थे मिल्क खुद की ज़रूरत के लिए, और वाइट रेवोल्यूशन के बाद हम एक्सपोर्ट करने लगे क्योंकि हम ऑलरेडी सेल्फ सफिशिएंट हो गए थे, ऊपर से सरप्लस बच रहा था। अब हम टेक्नोलॉजी का बात करें तो वन ऑफ द वेरी फेमस साइंटिस्ट डॉक्टर होमी बाबा, ही वाज द वन हु लेड द फाउंडेशन ऑफ एटॉमिक पावर प्रोग्राम। तो उनकी वजह से हमने न्यूक्लियर एनर्जी जो है उसको यूज करना चालू किया, और हम बहुत एडमेंट थे कि हम इसे सही चीजों के लिए यूज करेंगे, पीसफुल पर्पस के लिए यूज करेंगे, नॉट फॉर मेकिंग एटॉमिक बॉम्ब, बट फॉर generation of electricity and pharmaceuticals. So, uh, this was one very important discovery. Secondly, we also went into space programs, and we launched our first satellite, which was Aryabhat. And today we have a very well developed space program, and we have a very well developed institute, which is the Indian Space Research Organization, obviously known as ISRO. So, moving on, changes in the social field. सो ऑब्वियसली हमें पता ही है कि इंडिया जो है वो काफ़ी सारे चीज़ों में बैकवर्ड था, काफ़ी सारे चीज़ों में ऑर्थोडॉक्स था। सो क्या क्या चेंजेस हुए सोशल फील्ड में, लेट्स हैव अ लुक। ड्यूरिंग दिस पीरियड देयर वर सेवरल मेजर चेंजेस इन द सोशल फील्ड इन इंडिया. Some of the changes are related with the issues of empowerment of women, and others are related with the policies regarding the uplift of the deprived sections of the society. To promote the all-round development of women and children, a separate Department of Women and Child Development was created in 1985 under the Ministry of Human Resource Development. Some laws were made to ensure social justice to women and to help the implementation of various schemes in the direction. They include the Prohibition of Dowry Act, Equal Remuneration Act. As per the 73rd and the 74th Constitution amendments, seats were reserved for women in the local self-government bodies. According to the makers of the Indian Constitution, some constituents of the Indian society were deprived of dignity and equal opportunities due to the caste system. The Kaka Saheb Kalelkar Commission was set up in 1953 to make recommendations so as to improve their condition. In 1978, a commission was constituted under the chairmanship of V.P. Mandal to study the issue of the backward classes. The policy of reservation was adopted in order to strengthen the representation of backward sections in various services and institutions. The government passed the Prevention of Atrocities Act in 1989 to enable those belonging to the scheduled caste and tribes to live with dignity and respect, free from fear, violence, and oppression of the upper classes. And the last paragraph is about globalization. So, globalization brought about many changes in different fields like economy, politics, science and technology, and society and culture. We have discussed some of these changes in the above paragraphs. India has emerged as an important country on the global scene in different spheres. India is an important member of international organizations like G20 and BRICS. India has experimented an important revolution in the field of telecommunication technology. Mobile phones, internet, and the communication facilities based on satellite have spread all across the country. In the political field, India has demonstrated to the world how a stable democracy can function successfully. All this has resulted in a total transformation in the lifestyle of Indians, and especially the youth. These changes are visible from their dietary habits, clothing, language, and beliefs. In the next chapter, we are going to study some internal changes before end. Okay. So, in the last two paragraphs, it talks about the changes in the social field and globalization. तो चेंजेस इन सोशल फील्ड तो बहुत जो कॉमन है, हम हमेशा से पढ़ते आए हैं वही है. वन इज रिलेटेड टू women empowerment and the other is related to reservation for the lower caste. So there has been a lot of policies over the years which are adopted for improvement in the condition of these two sectors. I think ये काफी ज्यादा टेक्निकल है, so you just need to study what all acts were there इन द गवर्नमेंट। 4-5 एक्ट्स के बारे में हमने पैराग्राफ्स में पढ़ा, तो वो 4-5 एक्ट्स के बारे में आपको याद रखना है। नेक्स्ट है ग्लोबलाइजेशन। ग्लोबलाइजेशन इंडिया का जो नाम हुआ है ओवर द पास्ट फ्यू इयर्स, फ्रॉम अराउंड अबाउट द टाइम ऑफ इंडिपेंडेंस, इंडिया हैज गेन्ड एन इम्पोर्टेंट पोजिशन इन द वर्ल्ड, obviously because it is the largest democracy in the world. It is having a population of about 130 crores and still being a democratic country, where everyone is having equal rights is a big deal. So the countries around the world have respected that. Again, it is a very important member of the international community like the G20. G20 is global 20, the best 20 countries you can say, which are responsible for making some key decisions for the world. Obviously, it is a member of BRICS. BRICS stands for Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. Again, it is a member of SAARC, which is not specified in your textbook. It is the South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation. So it's the key member of SAARC committee. Again, there is a India is a non-permanent member of the UN as well, and there is a high chance that in the years to come, India will become a permanent member of the United Nations. So that's it about this chapter. Now you need to go through the entire chapter, और ऑलरेडी फर्स्ट जो वीडियोस थे उनके बारे में मैंने आपको बताया था कि क्या क्या आपको नोट डाउन करना है। तो ये जो सेकेंड पार्ट है उसमें आपको नोट डाउन करना है, वापस 3 या 4 आंसर्स आएंगे। सबसे पहला आएगा कि 1991 के बाद साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी में क्या चेंजेस हुए, इसका एक पैराग्राफ बनाएंगे। सोशली क्या चेंजेस हुए उसके बारे में, और इकोनॉमी में क्या चेंजेस हुए हैं उसके बारे में। तो ये 3 आंसर्स मुझे चाहिए, और उसके बाद हम ये जो है पीछे के क्वेश्चन आंसर्स उसे डिस्कस करेंगे। सो दैट्स इट फॉर नाउ।